So the big news that we have going on today is that we have Mars, ruler of our energy, our passion, our motivation, our strength, our courage, changing signs, moving from Virgo into Libra, and this is definitely going to be bringing us some energetic shifts today, this week, over the next few weeks while Mars is in this sign, definitely bringing us some energy that is going to be giving us the urge to connect with other people, to socialize. It's a lot about ideas and communicating and where we can put our energy to sort of restore peace and balance in our relationships generally. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook of the day. And yes, we have Mars moving into Libra. Now, Mars does not really enjoy being in Libra. This is Venus's sign. But there's another side to the story, okay? Because remember, Venus recently moved into Scorpio, and who is the ruler of Scorpio? That would be Mars, one of the original ruler of Scorpio, actually. Pluto and Mars both rule Scorpio, but Mars is the original ruler of Scorpio. So you know what this is doing? This is setting Venus and Mars up in a mutual reception. Mars is now in Venus's sign of Libra. Venus is in Mars's sign of Scorpio. And so even though Mars isn't super comfortable being in Libra, the sign of relationships, peace, beauty, balance, ruled by Venus, there is still this integration going on between Venus and Mars since they are both in each other's sign. It's sort of like Mars is sitting in Venus's sign looking over at Venus like, hey, what do you have going on? You know, I like where you're at. And then Venus is in Mars's sign sort of doing the same thing. So we have the divine masculine, the divine feminine, not exactly in their favorite place, but they're in each other's sign. So there is still this mutual reception of this energy going on that actually benefits both planets, since neither one of them particularly enjoy being in the sign of the other. But when the other is in their sign simultaneously, it does bring some more ease in this relationship between the two planets. And this is having to do with relationships. Libra is the sign that rules relationships and partnerships, and now we have Mars there. And Venus is in Scorpio, and Scorpio rules the depths of things. So this combination really, over the next few weeks, while we have these two planets in mutual reception, is really asking us to connect to what we truly desire on very deep levels, very deep soul levels of the heart, okay? And it's actually going to want to facilitate and bring in relationships that align with our deepest desires. And Mars is the sign, it also rules war and battle and conflict. So with Mars and Libra, this may actually be bringing up some relationship conflict or battles or fights in relationships if they are out of alignment with what we truly are desiring on these very deep levels of the heart. So that is the big shift that we have going on today. Mars has been in Virgo over these past few weeks. Mars in Virgo is a definitely different vibration and energy than Mars in Libra. Mars in Virgo is very grounded, very detail oriented, very about getting the business done, getting the job done, organized, logical, practical, grounded. Now Mars is moving into Libra, which is an air sign, which is all about communicating and socializing and connecting. And so we're definitely going to be being more social, more out and about, more of just an urge to connect to and relate and to socialize and communicate with other people while Mars is in Libra over the next few weeks. Next thing that we have going on today, we have a very busy moon. The moon is in sort of mid to late Capricorn today, and that means that the moon will first be forming a trine to Uranus and Taurus, a square to Mercury in Libra. Remember, Mercury is the ruler of the current Virgo cycle that we're in and rules our thoughts and what we're saying, what we're thinking, and our perspectives on things. And then the moon will trine the sun, who is in Virgo right now, and also will make a conjunction to Pluto. Another thing that we have pending this week, actually this is going to be happening tomorrow, we're going to have the sun be coming into an exact trine with Pluto, and this is hardcore transformer energy. And the day before this happens, the moon, today, the moon will form the trine from Capricorn to Virgo to the sun while simultaneously conjuncting Pluto. So this aspect with the moon, the sun, and Pluto is setting the stage, setting us up for this Sun-Pluto trine tomorrow. It's just transformer energy. It's going to be inspiring us to be changing and transforming a lot of things in our lives that fuel us and give us energy and make us thrive in this life. We're going to want to be transforming things in a very profound and deep level come tomorrow and moving towards the weekend. And the moon is really setting us up for that today, making the trine to the sun and the conjunction to Pluto as well. So overall, over the course of the day, there is a lot of feelings and emotions and sort of like internal environment stuff that is going to be shifting and changing as these energetics come in. As the sun, forms the trine to Uranus, Uranus is the great rectifier. Uranus throws things up in the air so that they can land in a better way. It is the silver lining planet and also the great awakening planet. And with the moon coming into a trine first with Uranus today, this is emotional realignments that are going to be happening, emotional upsets potentially as well, and also emotional awakenings. There could be, some things that happen sort of out of the blue today, shocks or surprises, or you may be emotionally feeling like spurred to take some kind of impulsive action. And with it being the trine, whatever happens with this is actually going to be in your benefit going forward. And the purpose and the point of whatever comes with this Uranus transit today is definitely to help support a realignment back into a state of authenticity and truth. Next, the moon, like I said, will square Mercury in Libra. This may be bringing up some conflicts between thoughts, like what we're thinking about, our mind, and wanting to maintain some type of peace and balance in specifically relationships and partnerships. But in the midst of these feelings, these deep feelings that are really like undergoing this process of change and transformation and upheaval today with the trine to Uranus. So it's sort of like my feelings are disrupting my relationships through what I'm thinking or what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. And this is not necessarily a comfortable thing. It's sort of with the moon in square to Mercury right now, it's sort of like how we're thinking about things bringing up some conflict in terms of whether or not we can communicate our actual true feelings and still maintain some peace and balance and harmony in our relationships and partnerships, sort of feeling like I have to express my feelings. My feelings have changed and this is how I'm feeling now, but I don't know that I want to say anything because I don't know what type of conflict this will produce in my relationships or what types of upsets, or, I just don't know if I really want to deal with the consequences of speaking my feelings about whatever is going on. So that is also indicated for today as well. And then, like I said, the sun will, the moon will also trine the sun and conjunct Pluto. And so this is very deeply transforming us on both a spiritual level, like our spirit, the sun, and also on a very deep soul level, the moon aligning with Pluto. This is deep emotional purging and purification and regeneration and transformation, like on very, very deep levels. And again, this is happening the day before the sun moves into an exact trine with Pluto, which is this like massive transformer energy. So we are primed today for some emotional changes that are going on, emotional upsets, emotional awakenings, very much so as well, with it being Uranus making the trine, causing some conflict in the way that we are expressing our feelings and what we are afraid sort of might come from that, but we really can't hide from it because we're going through this very deep emotional purge and transformation and regenerating on a very deep level. And it's actually extrapolating out to the basic essence of what we need to feel fulfilled and to feel alive and to feel happy and to thrive and to feel Like we're really inspired to live life with the sun making this trine to Pluto tomorrow. So we are setting up right now today, you guys, for some very big transformations that are going to be happening throughout the rest of the week, leading into the full moon in Pisces that is going to be coming up this weekend into Monday. And this, you guys, this Pisces full moon is like the ultimate window of releasing things. Everything that we've been going through over the past couple of weeks with the Black Moon North Node conjunction, with all of these oppositions to Neptune, with all of these aspects to Pluto, we've really been discovering some things on very deep levels that have been root issues that have been holding us back or complicating or overcomplicating our lives in some type of a way. And with this Pisces full moon that is coming up, we are going to be letting a whole bunch of things go so that we can open up to embrace true emotional fulfillment that is really waiting for us on the other side of this bridge that we need to cross, and leave our old belief systems, our old perceptions, our old understandings, our old connections that are no longer serving us behind. Let it go, release it, surrender it to spirit so that we can really truly move forward and embrace the new authentic path that we are creating internally right now, and that is going to be laying itself before us as we move through this next couple of weeks. So that is what we have going on in terms of the aspects today. We have Mars moving into Libra, coming into a mutual reception with Venus. Really, this is all about connecting to what we really, truly, deeply desire, and having the courage to, and the strength and the courage to embrace these very deep heart and soul desires, and to be able to let go or walk away from relationships and partnerships that are keeping us out of that alignment. Now, we also have some pending aspects today that I want to talk about quickly, because there's going to be some things coming exact tomorrow that I want to give you guys a heads up about. Again, tomorrow we will have the exact trine from the sun to Pluto. You guys, this is just grand transformations across the board in terms of our character, in terms of our spirit. And like I said, we're redefining what makes us feel alive through healing and discovering some very deep root issues, okay? And that is, like I said, going to be coming exact tomorrow. Tomorrow, also, we are going to have Mercury, ruler of this Virgo cycle, coming into an exact opposition with the Eris point. The Eris point is the 1 degree in the zodiac that truly represents, like, breaking the chains, rebellion, liberty for the sake of liberty, and a return to authenticity at basically any cost. We are throwing off the shackles. This aspect tomorrow, in conjunction with the exact trine from the sun to Pluto, is really going to be having us breaking out of any type of mental prison that we've been in. The mind is going to be breaking free, and we're going to be transforming on very, very significant fundamental levels with these energetic activations tomorrow. I find it very significant that we are going to have an exact Sun-Pluto trine on the day that Mercury, who is ruling the current lunar cycle, is going to be opposing the Eris point. This is mind control is going to be shattered with these aspects coming into effect tomorrow, and they're going to be making some really, really huge transformations, purges, and healings on like really deep levels. Also, we are having a pending Venus coming into a square with Saturn. This is 2 degrees off right now, so this is going to be happening on Friday. And again, this is having to do with those very deep desires. Right now, we have Venus in Scorpio. Venus rules our heart and what we love and what we desire. And in Scorpio, this is talking about the very deepest, most complex psychological and root like origins, like what do we truly deeply desire on those very, very root levels. This is what Venus in Scorpio wants to show us and wants to bring us into awareness of. And again, you know, Mars rules Scorpio, but Pluto also rules Scorpio too. And the sun is going to be making that aspect to Pluto tomorrow. And so this again is talking about Venus and Scorpio because of the sign planet rulership correlations. And so it really is asking us to go deep into the contents and nature of our heart and really decide, you know, what we deeply value, what we deeply desire, and what we deeply love on those very fundamental core root levels. So, and that is, like I said, forming this square to Saturn. So this really is going to be about deep desires in conflict with the structures that we have in our lives right now. What forms and structures are limiting us or prohibiting us or constricting us from being able to really align with these true deep desires of our heart, and what needs to be reformed, remolded, remodeled, restructured, rebuilt so that we can create this alignment and live in this alignment going forward. Because universe, you guys, is really, really, really trying to take all of us right now on a course, on a path, on a new, brand new journey to a place that is really aligned with our heart and with our soul and can provide like the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment. And spiritual fulfillment really translates into all fulfillment, because it's what our soul truly wants and desires, and you know what is really in alignment with us on a karmic level. And that is what universe wants to bring us into contact with as we go forward. And we can't get to this ultimate and emotional fulfillment if we are still holding on to the things from the past that are keeping us in cycles and patterns that are not allowing us to achieve this alignment and to move forward in this direction. And this actually, you know, this is a lot about the Pluto and a lot about the Uranus aspects that are going on, because Pluto is really asking us to make these deep changes on a very root core level. And Uranus is going to come in and just be like a wrecking ball that goes right through anything that we can't change on our own. Uranus is putting things right. Uranus rules Aquarius. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, and Uranus is a very integral planetary vibration and energy right now. And if we are not surrendering to the changes that universe wants to make for us to bring us to our true fulfillment, then universe is going to do it one way or the other. And it's really up to us whether we sort of go kicking and screaming into actually our fulfillment. We don't want to resist the gifts and the blessings that universe is trying to bring us. We kind of just want to surrender to it, hold universe's hand, and walk the path, even if it seems disorienting or uncomfortable or scary at this point in time. Fear cannot be our driving, motivating factor right now. It has to be our faith, because universe really, again, is trying to bring us along this path to ultimate fulfillment in alignment with our truth and our love and our authenticity. And we can't get there if we are in fear or if we are resisting the changes that God is trying to bring to us right now. So we have all that going on. I want to talk about the Sabian symbols for just a minute, because they are bringing up some themes today as well. For those of you who are new to my channel or who are unaware, the Sabian symbols are a group of symbols that represent each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. Whenever we have a planet at a specific point discharging a specific degree, we can look to the Sabian symbol, and it gives us more information about why this aspect, this transit, is actually happening in the context of the overall unfolding cosmic blueprint that carries us through time and space. So the Sabian symbols, I always read them because they just give us more information about what is going on at any point in time, and more importantly, why it's going on in the overall context of things. And I'm looking at the Sabian symbols today, and Butterflies are a theme. We have two Sabian symbols talking about butterflies. One is Mars at 1 degree of Libra, a butterfly made perfect by a dart through it. And then we have Jupiter today discharging 25 degrees of Aquarius, a butterfly with the right wing more perfectly formed. This again is bringing up this theme of metamorphosis, of transformation, and we are in a week that is very, very, very much so marked by metamorphosis and transformation, with the sun coming into a trine to Pluto. So the Sabians are talking about that today. We also, you guys, have Venus today at 6 degrees of Scorpio, and that degree is a gold rush tears men away from their native soil. And with this, especially, considering that Pluto and Mars are both wrapped up in the game today, Mars moving to Venus's sign, Pluto coming into conjunction with the moon, and the sun forming a trine to Pluto tomorrow, this is bringing up that Scorpio energy where Venus is. And a gold rush tears men away from their native soil. It's like we are desiring something now on very deep levels, Venus in Scorpio, that is of true value. And we are moving on from things that are not in alignment with that anymore. We're moving on to greener pastures, even if, we've always loved the pasture that we've been in. There's just nothing there anymore to sustain us, and we have to go after where the value is. And a gold rush tears men away from their native soil. There's a lot of changes, a lot of transformation, a lot of movement, a lot of moving on from things generally that is indicated in the energetics this week. Venus is in that square to Saturn. Saturn right now is at beautifully gowned wax figures on display. And so this is also talking about building something of beauty. We're moving on to greener pastures. We're moving to where the value truly is, and it is building and creating and reforming. Remember, Saturn is retrograde, something that is beautiful. It's just, there's this square that is pending, and it's just like, we have to overcome the obstacles in order to get there. We have to break through something in order to really build this beauty that we can experience, and that is in alignment with something so much more valuable, and that is our authentic truth. So that's really what we have going on today. Again, super energetic shift today with Mars changing sign. The way we're using our energy is going to be much different over the next month, and coming into the mutual reception with Venus, this making connections based on what is really truly deeply in our heart. There could be some beautiful new relationships forming right now based on that true authentic connection, if we're able to let go from of the things from the past and sort of move away from that. Or this could also be bringing up a lot of conflict, battles, fights in relationships and partnerships if they're out of alignment with what we truly deeply hold inside, what we truly deeply desire. Busy moon aspecting Uranus, moon aspecting Mercury, moon aspecting the sun and Pluto. Super transformational energy, shocks and surprises possible, but it is all for the purpose of putting things into a better alignment. I also drew a tarot card for today, like I always do, and I asked, God, universe, spirit, to give me a message about where the collective is in this energy for today. I got the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, ideas moving us in a totally new direction. And with the moon in that square to Mercury today, this is also indicated through the astrological energetics. It's like we're having these new ideas, we're coming to these new understandings, we're having awakenings, we're getting these epiphanies about things. It's changing the way that our thoughts are working, and it's really causing us to want to take some action and to move in a new direction. The question is, what is going to be upset in the process of that, and do we have the strength to follow through? And all week, there's sort of been this dynamic of these choices that we need to make, whether we are going to rise to the challenge and sort of like take a risk and embrace like a spiritual urging or like an intuitive urging and walk down a totally new path, or whether we are going to fall back into our comfort zone and keep doing things the way that we've been doing them and sort of sacrifice the gifts, the blessings, and the emotional fulfillment that is waiting for us if we are able to shift, to change, to transform, and to let go. So again, bringing up these themes today of just really needing to align with ourselves on this very deep and fundamental level and start moving forward in that direction of authentic alignment. So you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope that I was able to provide something for you that can give you a little bit of whatever you need to get through these energetics. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You guys have no idea how much it helps my channel grow when you guys hit those buttons. I really, truly appreciate it. And leave me comments, you guys. I love your comments. If you need to get a hold of me, if you want to get a hold of me for any reason, you can email me at aubreystarsastrology@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook group if you're into that, and any astrology questions that you have, drop them in my comment section, and soon I'm going to be making some videos answering all types of astrology questions. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys for now. Come back with me tomorrow. We got some big energy tomorrow. Sun trine Pluto, Mercury opposite the Eris point. Big transformer energy incoming. See you guys then. Bye.